Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today's video is all about the Hisense U7K 4K mini LED TV. I got the 65-inch back here, and today I just want to kind of share what my experience has been like with this TV since day one. So this is pretty much going to be like my review for this TV right here, although I'm not going to be reading a bunch of specs off paper or anything like that. I'm just going to simply be sharing my experience with you all. If you want to know all the detailed specs, you can go ahead and Google that if you want to do so. That's not what I'm here for, but my experience with this TV, just to tell you right off the bat, has actually been great. The 65-inch right here is going for around $750 right now on Amazon, which I think is an awesome deal. And let me just tell you, the Hisense U7K right here is definitely a TV that I can recommend. Just to tell you guys right now at the beginning of this video, instead of making you wait to the end, I can definitely recommend this TV right here, especially for $750 for the 65-inch right here, for everything that you get in this TV right here. I mean, in my opinion, that is a good deal. And I have links down in the description below in case you do want to check one out by the end of this video. But if we're talking pricing, like I said, $750 for the 65-inch, around $550 for the 55-inch, and then we got a 75-inch at around $1,000, and then an 85-inch at around $1,700. And you're getting some good quality here. But let's go and talk about the overall design. I think the overall design is pretty great. For the price, I mean, you're getting a good looking TV. The legs on the bottom are of a metal build, so they don't look cheap, they don't feel cheap. And the cool thing I like about the U7K right here is that they give us an option to be able to put the legs close in together or spread out apart even further towards the edges of the TV. You know, that way, if you have a bigger sized TV stand, you can fit it on there. Or if you have a smaller sized TV stand, you can bring those legs in and fit it on there as well. So just a nice little feature that this TV offers right here. Then when you go to the back, I know nobody really cares about the back, but you know, sometimes there are people who have their TVs right in the middle of their living room rather than against the wall. Yes, I have seen this before. So if you do go with that option of putting the TV right at the center of your living room, depending on how you have it set up, you're gonna want the back of your TV to look pretty nice. Well, this TV actually, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's not the nicest TV I've seen from the back, but it doesn't look too bad. It's got a nice design. We do have the ports, of course, on one side of the TV, which is gonna give you all your USB inputs, your HDMI inputs, up to 144 hertz of smoothness, and then all your other ports as well. And then on the other side, of course, we do have that power adapter input as well, that we can go ahead and get this baby powered on. Okay, so design, that's an easy one. I mean, when it comes to TVs, a TV is a TV. What people really buy their TVs for is because they want something to look good while they're watching it, whether it's a movie, whether it's a YouTube video, or even playing a game. So let me go ahead and talk about picture quality when it comes to the U7K right here. I'm actually very impressed with the U7K right here when it comes to just overall picture quality, whether I'm watching a movie, a YouTube video, or like I said, even playing a game, or even just having a still picture on like this. I mean, the detail looks nice back here. That's nice to use for backgrounds too. Or maybe you have the TV up on a wall, maybe you want that picture frame effect, even though this doesn't look like a picture frame, but you still want that effect. You just want a nice picture up there. Well, this TV actually does a pretty good job at giving you that picture frame-like experience because of the clear image that you're getting from this TV right here. I mean, depending on what mode you're using, I mean, the colors can really pop, get nice and vibrant, crystal clear picture. I mean, the blacks are looking good, the whites are looking good, the colors can really pop, or, you know, they can really look true to life depending on what picture mode you're looking at. And yes, this TV does have plenty of picture modes to choose from. You're getting an HDR Vivid, HDR Standard, HDR Energy Saving, HDR Sport, HDR Theater, or just regular Vivid Standard, Energy Saving, Sport, or Theater. And then a Theater Night, a Filmmaker mode, an IMAX mode, a Dolby Vision IQ, Dolby Vision Dark, and a Dolby Vision Custom. And yes, this does support Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos as well. But overall picture quality, I mean, you're not going to be disappointed with this TV right here. I would kind of rate this TV as, it's not, you know, it's not your high and TV, you know, like those TVs that cost thousands of dollars, you know, that are really up there. But I really wouldn't consider this a low-end TV either. Maybe not even a mid-tier TV. Maybe kind of in between a mid-tier and a high-tier TV. There's kind of that, you know, that little space right in between there. It's kind of right there. That's why I definitely think that this TV is worth it for $750. So overall, I mean, beautiful, beautiful picture that you can get out of the U7K right here. Now I want to talk about gaming for all of you gamers out there. Yes, this does support with the HDMI inputs up to 144 hertz of smoothness. Of course, that's going to be when you hook up a PC to this TV right here. But if you have something like a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox, then you could definitely get up to that 120 hertz of smoothness. And gameplay on here has been great. It's been smooth. I don't really notice any latency between the console I'm using and the picture that shows up on the TV. Smooth gameplay. And of course you get your dedicated gaming mode, but not only that, you also have a dedicated gaming bar as well. And I actually did a full gaming video on this TV right here, really going in depth with the gaming experience and even playing a full game or a few games fully through. Yeah, there were little cuts here and there, but just showing my gaming experience with this TV right here. And I have that video linked down in the description below in case you want to see what more in depth of what gaming is like on this TV right here. But just to keep it quick and simple, I'll tell you that the gaming experience has been great on TV. Like I said, smooth gameplay. I mean, the picture looks great, especially if you're gaming on one of these bigger size TVs like the 65-inch right here or even bigger. I mean, with the picture quality as good as it is and then that smooth gameplay, I mean, you're gonna have an enjoyable gaming experience. So it looks great on this TV, but the picture quality when it comes to gaming on here is not the only thing that looks good, but you can get your console looking good as well, like my PS5 right here. I gotta give a huge thanks and shout out to our sponsors of today's video, Dbrand. If you're not sure who Dbrand is, I mean, they make phone cases, they make phone skins, but not only that, they make skins for your gaming consoles. And not only that, but they also make plates for your PS5, which is what I'm using right here. These are Dbrand's new Arachno plates for the PS5, which, you know, goes in line with that new Spider-Man game that just came out. Perfect timing, right? So if you want to add some style to your PS5 with these new plates, I have a link down in the description below, but I mean, they look so freaking awesome on my PS5 right here, adding so much style to it. So this paired with the new Spider-Man game, I mean, it's just adding more to your gaming experience. But like I said, they also offer skins for consoles like Xbox. They got tons of skins to choose from there. If you do want to style that up, have your Xbox looking better, or even the Nintendo Switch. If you want to change up the look of your Switch, you know, change up the colors, change up the style, you can do that as well. So tons of things on Dbrand's website to choose from to be able to style up your gaming console and take your gaming experience to an even higher level. And if you do want to check out any skins or those new Arachno plates or any other plates for the PS5, I'll make sure to have a link down in the description below. Again, huge thanks to Dbrand for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so during my unboxing video, I did pretty much a full walkthrough with this TV right here, going through all the settings, showing you what they have available, how you can customize this TV the way you want it to. And there's just so many customization options with this TV right here to really get it looking like the way you want to. But I'll go ahead and do it again, not a full walkthrough through all the settings, but I'll show you kind of some of the important things that you can mess around with to get this picture looking the way you want it to. Okay, so going into our picture settings here, of course we do have our general picture settings, which you can choose your picture mode. You can apply your picture settings to all sources or a current source. You have an intelligent scene mode, automatic light sensor, content type auto detection, and then of course you can control your brightness as well, which I do have at 100. Now this is not the brightest TV that I have ever seen, but I will say that it does still get bright enough. Now, if you got tons of lights hitting this TV and an open window directly in front of it, yeah, you might have a little bit of trouble seeing it when there's so much light hitting it. But when you're just in a regular lighting living room, I guess you would say, the brightness is definitely good enough to be able to enjoy what you're watching. I do have local dimming on high, but you have options like low, medium, and high, or you can turn that off. So it's nice that we can be able to customize the local dimming. We also have our contrast adjustment, black levels, dark detail, gamma, active contrast, dynamic tone mapping, HDMI dynamic range, and low blue light. We also have a color setting. You can turn that up, you can turn it down, you can change the hue, change the color temperature from cool, standard, warm 2, warm 1. You got color space. You can change up the clarity, change up the sharpness, super resolution. I do have that turned on. Smooth the edge of an object and enhance the sharpness and details of the picture in real time by using AI technology, and it does a great job at doing that. Smooth gradient, noise reduction, MPEG, noise reduction, motion enhancement. I do have that on standard, but you have the options of custom, film, clear, and smooth. And then you have motion clearness, and then your calibration settings as well. Color turner, white balance, gamma calibration, RGB only, common service. And then you can reset as well. And then we also have our sound settings. So you got TV sound effect, which you can turn Dolby Atmos on or off. I do recommend having that on to get the best sound experience out of this TV. Sound mode is on auto mode. You got theater, sports, music, speech, late night, and intelligent sound. My personal favorite is either intelligent sound or theater, but I really like the intelligent sound on this. Then you got your advanced sound setting, auto acoustic tuning, your equalizer, wall mount setup, subwoofer. Yes, this does have a built-in subwoofer in the back, which I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about the design, but this built-in subwoofer actually works pretty good and it really gives you that good low end. But I'll talk about sound here in a little bit. And then of course you can change up the balance, auto volume control, volume level, lip sync, and reset. And then of course you have your other settings here: network and internet, accounts, sign in, privacy, apps, system, remote and accessories, help, and feedback. And if you want to know more about all these settings in detail, you can go ahead and check out my unboxing video, which I will have linked down in the description below. Okay, now I want to talk about the overall sound on this TV, because you can't just have good picture. I mean, you want a good sound as well, especially if you don't want to dish out money for a sound bar to really get that good sound experience, which I do recommend because the sound bar is always going to give you the best sound experience. But if you don't want to dish out extra money for a sound bar, there really is no need to with this TV, if I'm being completely honest. This TV gets nice and loud, but what I really like about it, what I mentioned earlier, is that built-in subwoofer in the back of this TV. It really adds some good low end to your TV. So if you like watching like action movies that have a lot of fight scenes, or race car movies with a lot of driving, or war movies or superhero movies that have a lot of explosions and stuff, just stuff that causes a lot of low end in those movies, and you really like feeling that rumble and hearing that rumble, I mean, no, this is no soundbar experience, but it still gives you a good low end when watching movies and any type of content. And the sound on here is actually pretty good, crystal clear. Of course, like I said, you can mess around with your sound settings to really, get the type of sound that you want out of it. I personally like the intelligent sound. It really kind of boosts the volume, but makes everything really clear, but still gives you a good low end. So intelligent sound for me is the way to go, or theater sound as well. But overall sound on this TV, I gotta say, it's really good, especially when watching movies. It's gonna make your watching movie experience just that much more better. Now, of course, with this being a Google TV, we are greeted with that Google UI as soon as you get to the homepage. And just the overall user interface is smooth, whether you're scrolling up and down, side to side. I mean, you're getting a smooth experience all throughout this TV, especially like I said, for 750 bucks. I mean, this TV has been running great so far. I haven't really experienced any time where this TV might have frozen up on me or stuttered a little bit. It's actually been pretty smooth for the most part. And then of course you get all your Google apps that you can download on this TV right here. Next I want to talk about is the actual remote of the TV. I know it's just a remote, but still, a remote can sometimes be a big deal for some people. While this remote is actually very comfortable to hold in hand, nice and lightweight, it is of a plastic build, so not the most premium remote, but it's nice and lightweight. It does take batteries, no solar powered remote like we get with other high-end TVs. But of course, you get your regular stuff like the power button input, you get your Google voice button, an account button settings, your trackpad, OK button, back button, home button, satellite or TV button, volume up and down, channel up and down, mute button, menu, play, pause, 1, 2, 3. And then you have dedicated buttons for Netflix, YouTube, Tubi, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and apps. And those specific dedicated buttons actually come in handy for me. The Netflix, YouTube, and Disney Plus, and even Prime Video sometimes. You don't see a lot of remotes that have Disney Plus as a dedicated button on the remote. So it's nice that they went ahead and added that to this remote right here. But overall, just giving you all my final thoughts on the Hisense U7K. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is definitely a TV that I can personally recommend if you're looking for a really good performing TV, a TV that's going to provide you some good picture quality, whether you're watching movies, YouTube videos, or playing games, a TV that sounds good, a TV that's going to look pretty good in your living room as well, and that's not really going to break your bank if you do want a good TV, but want to pay a lower price than other TVs on the market offering the same exact stuff on this TV. I mean, like I said, I can definitely recommend the Hisense U7K. I'll leave a link down in the description below in case you want to check one out for yourself. When it comes to any negative things about this TV, like I said, I gotta keep the price in mind because, of course, I mean, this TV can use this or that or that or this, but again, we gotta look at the price. If the TV costs a few $100 more, then okay, I can mention a few things that can be improved. But for $750 for the 65-inch right here, I definitely think it's worth it. I would say, I guess, that I wish the display was just a bit brighter, because at least here in this room, I mean, I have the window directly in front of the TV. So during a bright day, if I have that window, you know, completely open, or the blinds completely open, I can kind of see it on this TV right here. And I don't know if I'm looking at, you know, the glare or if I'm looking at what I'm watching. So I just have to go and shut those blinds. But other than that, I mean, this TV has been holding up well. Like I said, I'll leave a link down in the description below. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. This has been the Hisense U7K 4K Mini LED TV. I'm Josh Quinones, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.